Hi guys, so we're going to do that Manatee that I posted on Balloon Twister Central, the BTC site on Facebook. The Manatee is all white. You can do them in any color you wish. If you want him in gray or a green or blue or pink, of course, you can use them in any color. But I did this one in white. You need a 640 or a 660. These are all cues that I'm using on this design. This is a 660. Then you need the 260, and then you need three 360s. Okay, you might need the scrap of white for to help with the nozzle front of his face, and then a scrap black 260 to do his eyes, or a 160. Now the original one I did use 160 to do his eyes, but I think they needed to be a slightly bigger, but they were actually quite good for that size, and it worked out really well either way. We're going to start off with the 660, and we're going to blow it up. Okay, so you got a good hands width, and that hands width, if you're using it and you still have that nozzle, it's a hands width before you hit this nozzle, okay, this tip. So it's a hands width before the tip. Now, you're going to want to burp it. You want to tie the knot because you want this extra bit of a nozzle, and this is where that scrap is going to come in handy for you. But you're going to need the nozzle to be as long as you can get it without losing too much of your, you need that. So we're going to take another about hands width, and you're going to twist. Okay, you want to make that bubble. Okay, now the Manatee, you don't want to do a pinch twist. You're not doing a pinch twist on this because the Manatee has a snout, but it has a split. Okay, this is where this comes in, so you're going to cause that split. Okay, now you're going to take the split, and you're going to hold on to the balloon. Okay, hold on to your balloon. You're going to take that split, and you're going to want to take that and push it as tightly as you can without busting it, but you really want to go down, and you're forcing it to do that split look. Oh, it's so hard to do white. Maybe I shouldn't have done them white in the video. So it does that look. Okay, so you want to bring that down, and then you're going to twist it. You're going to twist it in. This is the hardest part. Now I'm pushing. And I'm holding on to it while I'm twisting the head. Okay, that snout. And that helps. That helps give that little bit of that curvature right in there. Okay? Then you're going to take the 260. We're going to create the wrinkles. Alright, you're going to create 2 wrinkles. So you need to blow this up. And we've got 3 fingers right there. Okay? Let's give it some stretch. Where you're going to create the front wrinkle part of his head. So let's go ahead and do a good 2-finger bubble. And then a pinch twist. Okay? And we're going to wrap it around here, like so. Bring it down. Center it. Because I didn't lock my pinch twist, which try to remember to do. Locking it means putting that nozzle in between here to lock it so it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, let's go ahead and bring that bubble around again. So you got it around the neck here. This is the first part, and then we're going to tie it in. Go ahead and tie it into his front. So it's twisted in there, okay? Sorry guys, I don't mean to put it. It's hard for me to work with a 660 without having to place it on my lap. So I'm gonna hold it up. We're gonna bring it down and create almost a 3-finger bubble. Okay. Then you're gonna do a 2-finger bubble with a pinch twist. Okay. Now give it a good stretch. This will be the second wrinkle on his body. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it around. Now you want to do this one tightly, okay? So you want it tight because what you're going to do is you're going to push some of this 646 up. So, and you want it to hold. So let's lock it in. So you're going to have this here, leave it here for now. Don't break it off yet. Or you can. It's not heavily important. I just left it there. Okay, so, and what we want to do is then, we're forcing just some of it to come up. Because you've got it in here. So you'll know that you forced it up because you'll see a little more of a space right here. Okay, you can see a little more of a space right there, and it's not flush. So because you want that arch. See, now there's even more. It's hard. I apologize for using white. It's I get for using white. So there. See, now you see even more of a space. You just want a little bit of that hunch look in that front. So you got that front hunch. Okay. The next is the 350, or sorry, 360. And you're blowing it up quite a bit, so you're going to use all of it. And you got 3 fingers. Now, what you're doing is the Manatee is bulgy in the front, okay? But you're going to tie it onto the second pinch twist, okay? So let's attach it to that second pinch twist. That is just taking it around about like that, okay? Now you're going to create the bulginess, and you're going to do it where, again, this is going to arch up too. So you're going to cut, it's not going to be the full length of this. You're actually going to take it about right here, and you're going to take it to right there, but you're going to create it so it will bend a little bit. Okay, so we're going to take the first bit of it, I'm going to bring it down to about here, and this is where I grab. If you guys got the hands to do it, go ahead and grab and squeeze. Actually, need a little bit more. He's a little bit longer than that. So, grab and squeeze. But you want this not to bulge as much. Okay. I apologize, I gotta do that again. I hope I didn't just... I did. Okay. I poked a hole in it. We were going to do a pinch twist down here anyways. Okay, so go ahead and take a good almost 2 hands worth of a bubble down here. Then make a good 4-finger pinch twist right here. Okay? Now, when you do this, I apologize, you need to bring it up and then over before you attach it, so you have that up. You see how that's going up? It's not going straight down like I did have it. We need to have it so then when you tie it on, it looks like it's almost spiral. Let's go ahead and attach it around here. And we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side here. We're going to make it look like it's spiraling. So we're going to take it, but we're going to do it the opposite way. So we're going to start see how it's there? So we're going to start in the same spot. Just put it that way. We're going to start in that same spot right there. I'm going to bring it there. Bring it down. And we're going to tie it into that pinch twist again. In that bottom pinch twist. Okay. Now this is where you get that illusion of a big, chunky roundness to the body. So he's got that roundness. There we go. Okay, now to help make it arch, so he's got that whale look. So you take the rest of this, and you're going to bring it down, measure it, make sure it is slightly shy of the length of this. So you're going to actually twist it. So you take the end of where this is at, you're going to go up about, this is the end here, you're going to go up 2 fingers, so you're going to twist right here. Okay, so you're going to create it so it forces an arch on his back. Okay, it forces that 660 to arch up. Then we're going to go ahead and tie it into that pinch twist here. So then it looks like that on the belly. Okay. And this is where you start doing the shaping. Okay. And see, you now have that curvature. It doesn't do a big arch because you're working with a big balloon. Without pulling it really bad, you're not going to see a huge arch unless you take a separate balloon that's not inflated and force and tie it here and then tie it down here to really crunch it. But this is very well placed, okay? All right, now we're going to do his fins. Let's break off this. Okay, now the manatee's fins are quite up front, so they're just after his eyes. His eyes will go here, so they're just after his eyes, so you're going to attach his fins right here. So you're going to take that second 360. You want to get 2 fins out of this. but you're going to do a few pinch twists to it. So we're going to do another 3 fingers. I'm enjoying the Patella-Tex on its stretching ability. Is very nice. So you're doing basically 2 hands. Okay, we've got 2, 1, 2, 3. You want big front fins. Go ahead, twist, lock. Go ahead and make a 2-finger pinch twist, and then you're going to make a 3-finger bubble. Okay, this will help bring it out away from the body and be able to flap. Now, yeah. Even with this design, you're going to barely make it on this other one, so we're going to probably grab a 4th one. I knew there was a reason why I had more than 3. So, we're going to attach it here, okay? So, you're going to take that pinch twist here, and let's attach it. Now make sure you do that roll technique, so you don't pop that pinch twist. So while you're twisting it in, you're rolling the balloon. Okay? Alright. That's pretty good. I leave this here because I always worry about the pinch twist popping. Okay, so then you have it, and its fin is now a little further away. So we're not going to be able to get a proper fin. Yeah. So I did use a second balloon to make the other fin. If you guys have a better technique, but you do need this large of a fin, they have long fins. So we're going to break this off. Tie it off. Grab another. Blow it up. You don't need to blow it up as much as I did last time. Go ahead and stretch. We're going to attach it again to that pinch twist. So we did that, attach it to that pinch twist. We're going to do, since we attached it first, you're going to do the opposite. So you're going to do that 3-finger bubble. Then you're going to do the pinch twist. 2-finger pinch twist. Then you're going to take 1, 2, nice good 3 hands with the fin. And then you go ahead and secure it on there. Now, because I don't like to waste, and it may look cuter, this I didn't do it with the first one, but you can add a second wrinkle. I think we're going to do it with this one. And then we're going to go ahead and secure it down here. This will help create a more dramatic effect on your manatee. Okay, so there, you got the hard stuff all done with. So the hardest part was the nose, and then the next little bit is his fin. See how you got that? If it pops, that's okay. Save the manatees. They get run over by motorboat guys. So if it loses a fin, we're still good. You're going to need a 4th 360 to do his back tail. And this one's quite easy. Now, I have to learn a little bit more and practice a little bit more. Now, if you guys have the skill, as I know some of you out there that do balloons have the skill, you can take the large hearts. I want to say they're 11 inches. If you put a 160 in there, I think that's what I tried to do. It didn't work out very well. And you blow it up in the heart and get the heart blowed up. Then you blow up the 160, and then help try to shape it into that heart shape, and then deflate it. You'll get that flat, deflated heart shape because their tail fins. We almost want to use the whole thing. So we blew it up to 4 fingers. And we're going to pretty much use almost the whole thing. I'll go a little bit. Okay. You want enough to create one small pinch twist. Because you got the large pinch twist here, why am I not doing another pinch twist with this? Because you want a small one. Manatee's tails don't come up or straight across. They come sloping down. So in order to get that slope down but still control with it so it doesn't hang straight down, you need that small pinch twist. You could try and do a tiny pinch twist with this, but I don't recommend it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and break the rest of this off. We don't need that big bubble. Okay. Alright, so we want the big pinch twist on top. So he sits like that. Then we're going to take this. We're going to go ahead and, this is how I do it, as I like to drag all that air out, get as much air into that bubble as possible. I am going to now create my pinch twist here. Okay. Then I'm going to put it on underneath. So that pinch twist is down underneath. Take the rest of the balloon that I have and secure it to the body. Okay, now this gives you that. Now, you want to take a good hand twist here and here. And then you need to do a shape, like a triangle here. Okay? Now, like I said, if you guys are good at the distortion with the double stuffing, it's not distortion, it's a double stuffing technique, which I'm still practicing. There you go. You have your manatee. This one, actually, I love the extra wrinkle bubble here. This has really brought out a little more effect to the guy. And I bet you, if you wanted to add more enhancement to it if you have time, do a 160 right up here. Actually, if I had a full 160, I would grab it and do it. It will look gorgeous because they do have a little bit of that. Some of them have wrinkles, some of them don't. But it depends. Alright, now for the eyeball. So, 3, 4 fingers. I apologize, this is a long video. It is a bit of a tough technique. So, we're going to do a good 2-finger bubble. Squeeze the rest of the air away from it and go ahead and tie it. Take the end there and there. Do a double knot tie. Okay? Alright, now, what I like to do is brush all the air out that way. I'm going to twist it so it doesn't shoot back down here. I just wrap around. Take all the air here. Take it like that. Some people think it's the weird technique I do, but, you know, that's okay. So we're going to go ahead and tie that one. So we're all good. maybe. I'm being a little rough. Another reason why I'm being a little rough is because, you know, this is the first time I've really manhandled Batteletex. Thing works pretty well. Okay, so you've got his eyes. So you're going to place them behind, let's get it that shade there. We're going to place it here and here. And all I did was, see if I can get positioned right. All I did was literally use this, go down, and I stuck the eye here, and stuck the eye here, and then I used this, and I went underneath it, down, came back up to the other side, and I pulled, so this is there, and I did it again for security reasons. Now, when I did it, I did use a scrap, so I wasn't using a whole balloon. I was not using a whole balloon when I did the other one. And there you go. And he's got his eyes. Then all you need to do is I help kind of bring a little bit of that, and then to help see that break a little bit, you put dots here and dots there. We'll kind of cut that bit short. We're almost 30 minutes on this thing. I apologize. There we go. Here is the Manatee in 646. Now, if you scale him down, I can do another one with the scale down if you want, and it'll probably be a little bit quicker. I'm going to rush this a little bit. Sorry about that. Didn't mean for this to be a very long video. I do hope you enjoy the Manatee. Save the manatees. Alright, so this one's, my niece isn't going to see this, but it's dedicated to my niece. She just moved down to Florida this year. She is down there on the west side of the Florida side, about 3 hours from Orlando on the opposite side. Anyways, thanks. And thanks for supporting. Thanks for being there for me. You guys encourage me and keep pushing for all the new things that I'm coming up with this summer. New location, new home, new everything. So stay tuned for some stuff. I'm starting up another YouTube channel for a different thing. It doesn't have anything. It has things to do with balloons, but not teaching. Okay, so I love you guys. Take care, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Save the manatee.